we often just slap people on the wrist in the name of sanctions. And that's why there's so much impunity. People could do whatever they wish to do because they know that the consequence can always be taken care of.
Are you suggesting we could go in the way of China in some of
I am a great advocate of death penalty in this country. I have said it severally. I don't hide it.
On which kind of offense?
Oh my God, there are so many. The first thing is corruption. You see all these politicians doing away with our billions of naira after being governors, and they end up in Senate, end up in the cabinet. By now, if it were a serious environment, by now we should have buried all this. We could have fired them fired them like armed robbers the way we did way back some years back. All right, in their villages, so that their own members of families and kinsmen will see them and know that, look, if you've got to go into politics, you must take the business of governance serious. You must take the business of the social contract you have with the people serious, and so on.
So if we have the rise, and Professor Gambari is saying, blame the politicians because the issues of ethnicity, the issue of religion are always being found to increase the spread of violence in the country, then how do we ensure that this does not go on? Because people die every day.
I have just talked about the nature of our sanctions. We must come up with serious sanctions. It's only unfortunate that even we have been held captive by the legislative arm of government. Today, you and I cannot recall anybody from our assembly or any politician whom we voted in. Today, our constitution cannot be reviewed. Okay? No serious amendment can be done to our constitution because those who should do it are themselves trying to protect themselves.
Col Labo, sorry, apologies, but you have held a formation of the Nigerian military here in Lagos, in a metropolitan city like Lagos. Yeah. And a lot of people will ask the question, how is it that some state governors cannot take charge of security in their state, considering, because I asked Chief Nwanya a similar question, considering the hundreds of millions of naira that have been voted for security votes perhaps every month?
I have questioned what state governors are doing with security votes. If you say you are not a chief security, yes, if you say as chief security officer, you really don't have any role to play because you cannot give instructions or directives to the police and so on. So what do you do with all that huge amount of money you take home as security grant? What do you do with it? How many governors have, at the end of the day, turned in their security votes and say we couldn't use it? Right. So here it is.
Urgently, what do you think we should do? Urgently.
Our constitution must be revisited.